What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Pleeka. I'm Jerome. Today we're going to be talking about every movie I saw in theaters in the year of 2023. Also, ignore my cute little puppy sleeping in the bed here. I didn't want to make the bed because they're being adorable sleeping, so ignore the mess. I'm sorry. All right. So, starting off, in January 8th of 2023, I saw Megan. Or Mithrigan, however you want to put it. What a big surprise. I thought Megan was going to be an okay horror movie. Kind of a Chucky. It was honestly, Megan turned out to be like the better version of the Child's Play reboot. And the Child's Play reboot wasn't that bad, but this one is much better. I'm excited to see where they go from here. I also did watch the Peacock R-rated version of Megan that came out, but I don't know, it wasn't that special. They're like, you got to see the kid's ear be a little stretched more, and there was like a little bit extra blood and maybe some fucks in there or something, but I don't know. Nothing too different to make it that special. So they could continue on doing these PG-13, and I think it'd be fun still. But moving on, a month later, February 16th, I saw Knock at the Cabin, and this was pretty disappointing, I gotta be honest. I kind of had some high hopes for this. I thought the trailers were pretty fun for this movie, M. Night Shyamalan's newest movie, and it just turned out to kind of be like, I don't know, it was just boring, I thought. Like, I thought all the actors were doing great in it. I was invested for a bit, but then as things started happening towards the end, I just kind of started being like, oh, okay, it's just going to happen. Cool, okay. Like, I don't know, it was just, I didn't have the best time with it. I do think I got to rewatch it, but I think it was just okay. Ooh, now we're on February 17th, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Jeez fucking Louise, this movie. I enjoyed it at the time watching it, and then when it came out on Disney Plus or whenever it came out on digital and all that, I gave it another whirl, and I only watched about the first 30 minutes of it, and then I skimmed through it and turned it off. But what a shit show that was. I don't know why they thought a whole movie in the ugly quantum realm would be a cool thing to do, and then to have us see Kang be defeated by ants and Ant-Man. No offense to Paul Rudd and all them, but like fucking, it was just not very well done. The great thing in it, I do like, they recast the daughter with Catherine Newton, I think is her name. Fuck. But they recast Ant-Man's daughter, and I really did like that. I like that actress a lot, so that was really fun in the movie. But that's kind of my only plus about Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. It's just a bad-looking, weird movie that I can't believe Marvel thought was going to be a banger coming out. Now we're on to one I actually saw in theaters twice. Scream 6. I saw it March 10th and March 13th. What a great fucking movie. Unfortunately, now it might be the end of the franchise because fucking goddamn Spyglass is being an idiot.
Freaking idiot.
The New York setting, Ghostface with a shotgun. I don't like the dad actor, that the cop that ends up being Ghostface at the end. I don't like him, but it's even kind of fun too a little bit. I don't know. I can get past it with him, but everything else in the movie it's got really fun deaths. I love the core four. I wasn't sold on them in the first movie. I liked them. I enjoyed them, but then after the 6, I was really sold on the core four and looking forward to them in 7, and now we'll never get it. But yeah, Scream 6 definitely up there with the tops for me. The Super Mario Bros. Movie. This is another one this year that I was kind of wondering if this was going to be a flop. Is this going to be good? How is this movie going to end up being? Illumination is making it. Is it going to be filled with a bunch of pop songs? Like, what's this going to be like? And it turned out to be a really cute movie. I love Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong. I'm excited to get more of these kind of characters like that. Chris Pratt was fine as Mario. You kind of forget going on through most of the movie. And yeah, it was just a fun, adorable little movie that I'm excited where this universe is going to go. I have seen that they want to do a Smash Bros. Event eventually after like making like a Zelda movie and things like that. That's exciting. That would be fun. Put some Pokemon in there. Could be a fun time. But yeah, if you somehow haven't seen the Mario Bros. Movie, go watch it. I think it's on Peacock. It's a fucking blast. Air. It's not a movie I would normally kind of go see. It is a Ben Affleck and Matt Damon movie, so that is up my alley. But I went and saw this with my dad. It was one of the last movies I saw with him, and I don't know. Now I'll think about this movie kind of specially, but I really enjoyed Air. Next, we have Renfield. I saw that on April 14th in 2023. I liked Renfield, but I wanted to like it more, you know? Like, I just went to the top of my goddamn list. Son of a bitch, I gotta scroll all the way back down to fucking Renfield now. Jesus. But I wanted to enjoy that so much more. Great cast, Nicolas Cage as Dracula. The stuff I did love about it is the recreated stuff that they did of like the old Dracula movies, things like that. It was really fun. I don't know what it is. I'm not the biggest fan of Awkwafina. Like, I like her, but when she's in a movie, I just never end up liking that character. I don't know what it is. Like, I really like her, but like even in like Shang-Chi, I just didn't like her that much. I don't know what it is. But yeah, so Renfield was okay for me. Moving on now to April 24th, I saw Evil Dead Rise. I fucking loved Evil Dead Rise. So good. I'm excited for more Evil Dead. More from movies just from this creator will be fun. I had a blast with this movie. Not much to say about it. I did really like the editing style of like doing Cabin in the Woods kind of thing in the beginning. You reverse time back and then it closes with that bit again too. That was fun. Plus, it has one of the best title cards in any movie, any horror movie, I guess. But oh, it's so good. I love the title card in that. I'm a big title card guy. So when I get a good one in a movie, I fucking love it. Oh, I did see Evil Dead again. I saw that twice in theaters as well. I saw that on May 11th too. But so next we have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I saw this twice in theaters as well. On May 4th, 2023, and then May 5th, 2023. I saw it back-to-back days. Obviously, I liked Guardians of the Galaxy 3 if I'm seeing it twice, but that was fun. I'll see any James Gunn movie, especially a James Gunn superhero movie. This one was it made me cry. Fucking all the stuff with Rocket and his backstory. And then like the team kind of falling apart and just it's a fun, sad, enjoyable movie. I'm excited I want to go back now and actually I want to do a ranking video watching all the Guardians movies and then the specials and then them and the Avengers movies too and just do a big Guardians ranking video. I think that would be fun, but I'm excited to get back to watch because I saw it twice in theaters and I haven't seen it again, but I really had a fun time watching Guardians 3. Ooh. Another wacky ass movie, Fast X. I saw that twice in theaters. Again, I saw it May 18th and May 19th. I like to go the next day to movies again. What a wild fucking movie Fast X is. Jason Momoa is amazing in that. Ugh, he fucking best villain in the franchise. I watched it again the second time just for more Jason Momoa because he's having a blast filming that. We got another disappointing movie on my list, The Machine. I saw that May 26, 2023. I'm not really disappointed. I enjoyed it. I just wanted it to be way funnier, and it was just a funny movie. You know, it was decent. If it's on like Netflix or something, I'd say definitely give it a go. I don't know about renting it or anything. Ooh, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Holy beans. These Spider-fucking-Verse movies, these guys, I swear. But these movies are great. I love these movies. I can't wait to get the third one. I think it's the third and final too, which is fucking crazy that these are going to end. But they do such a good job with all, like, it's making Miles a bigger character, making Gwen a bigger character. I love those Spider-Man too, so if we can get some of these more Spider-Man characters out there more, I would love that. But I'm really curious to see where this goes with it ending with, that was actually my biggest thing I didn't like about the movie is it was long as fuck, but then right at the end you're like, fuck yeah, we're gonna... Oh. Okay, I guess I'll wait a year to see where this other Prowler stuff goes. Fuck. Which now it's going to be like it was supposed to come out the following year, you know. Now it's going to be even longer. Now we're on to a controversial one for some people. I saw The Flash twice in theaters. I saw June 15th and June 18th. I do own it as well. I actually really liked The Flash. I get all the criticism. Most of the CGI is shitty. The cameos at the end are pretty stupid. Why didn't they have Grant Gustin in the movie? I don't know. There's a lot of things you can say about it. Ezra Miller, all of his drama with everything wrong he did. But looking at the movie for what it is, it's a pretty decent movie for the most part. All of like the Flashpoint stuff with his mom and dad and the other Barry, and then even Michael Keaton Batman and Sasha Calle, I think, as the new Supergirl, like all that stuff is done very well. It's just kind of like the villain and some of the CGI and some of the other stuff that isn't done that well. But for the most part, it's a fun movie. Like the baby sequence at the beginning, it's really funny. Yes, they could have done a little more work on that and made it even funnier, looking better and doing better things to tune it up for us. But I liked that. The baby in the microwave, it's weird. These movies should be wacky and have different things in them that we haven't seen before. But I really, really like the Flashpoint storyline. I like the comic of it. I like how the TV show did it. So I was interested how they do it in the movies. I do think a better way of doing it, though, would have been to like release Shazam 2, Aquaman 2, Blue Beetle, all that earlier first, and then release Flash with like a reshot ending with the don't do the fucking tooth gag and George Clooney walking up. Like, it's funny, but if George Clooney isn't gonna walk up in a bat suit, I don't give a shit, you know? But some kind of different ending where it's like, okay, this universe is wrapping up and new stuff is starting, and some things may merge in out of this, some things may, like, just kind of give us an idea that, like, okay, this is done. You could have easily done that with some kind of Flashpoint thing, especially because he does save his dad in the end, so, like, he did change time, and that could have been like, oh my god, a can of soup made the new DC universe. It would have been kind of funny. You could have done something with that, and then gave us, like, a year, whatever, while you're making Superman Legacy, and your other shows and all that, but, you know, whatever. They did it this way, and the DCU's over now with Aquaman 2, so whatever. Which also is not on my list. I saw No Hard Feelings, the Jennifer Lawrence comedy where she gets naked and fights people on the beach. That was a pretty fun movie, but it was kind of whatever. Insidious, The Red Door. Fuck that movie. Oh god, it was so boring. I do not recommend that movie. I got to see they put Terrifier in theaters again, so I got to see Terrifier in theaters. Fucking love me some Terrifier. Barbie. I saw Barbie and I saw Oppenheimer. I saw Barbie the first day, then the next day I saw Oppenheimer. I didn't get to do the day go and see them both. I didn't have time for that. I wanted to, but it seems fucking crazy, dude. I don't know how people actually did that. But Barbie is so fun. I'll watch anything Greta Gerwig makes, especially if Margot Robbie's in it and Ryan Gosling. Like, just the cast was like, that had me rock solid. Michael Cera in there as well, but I love Barbie. It was so fun. And then Oppenheimer is 3 hours exactly. It's especially the best 3-hour-long movie I've seen, I think. Like, it just flies by. And I love just watching, like, filmmakers like Christopher Nolan, things like that, when they have these, like, event movies, like a Quentin Tarantino and things like that, I just love when, like, the world is excited about a movie. So, like, when Oppenheimer and Barbie were, like, doing huge, I just love that. Another surprising one for me, I saw the new Haunted Mansion, and I really adored that movie. That was a really cute movie. I don't remember much about it, to be honest, but I just remember having a good time and laughing a lot in the theaters, and I really liked it. And I'm not a big fan of the other Haunted Mansions, so yeah, I enjoyed it. Next, we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. This movie, obviously, was inspired by Spider-Verse, except they kind of did their own little style with it, too, which I dug the style of this. It was like, it felt almost lazy, but in a stylistic way, and it was just really fun. I love that they let the kids just be kids in like the booth and just ad-lib shit and actually do weird things, and then they just threw that into the movie. It was just a lot of fun. Ice Cube as Superfly, bizarre as shit, but I love it. One of my favorite jokes in the movie is when he's walking as Superfly and he's like got legs of horses or something, and a horse flies off his leg and he goes, didn't need that horse anyways, and just keeps walking. There's stupid shit like that I loved. Next, Meg 2, The Trench. Who doesn't love themselves some Meg? I mean, I don't got a lot to say about this. It's Jason Statham fighting a shark with some other dinosaur-ish kind of creatures going around. It was fun, wacky as shit. I'll see a million Megs in theaters. Talk to Me. I saw August 9th, 2023. Sorry, I'm also not saying the dates for all these. I don't know if you care or not. Talk to Me. What a fucking amazing out of nowhere horror movie, at least for me. But Jesus Christ, that was such a fun movie. And just YouTubers making a horror movie too. Highly recommend it. It's like people talking to ghosts, and then it becomes like a drug addiction kind of thing. Like, they're obsessed with doing it. It was really cool. I saw Coraline remastered in theaters. Everyone knows about Coraline. I love Coraline. Anytime it's in theaters, we'll go see Coraline. Blue Beetle, I saw in theaters twice. I actually forgot I saw that twice in theaters. Saw August 17th and August 18th. Blue Beetle, I mean, we've seen the storyline of that like a million times. It was kind of like an Iron Man. It's like a bunch of like the older superhero movies we've seen, except it was like a polished modern version. But I dug it. It was a lot of fun. I've always been interested in Blue Beetle, but I really only knew him from, I think it's the second Injustice game that he's in, and maybe some of the comics. I only really known him from that, so I wasn't a big Blue Beetle person. But the movie was a blast. I'm excited now that this character is moving forward into the DCU to see what else they do with him, because I really liked him. You could have a lot of fun with that. So probably not a lot of people have this next one on their list. I went and saw Slaughterhouse. The movie is about a killer sloth killing these teenagers, and it's just a slasher movie with a sloth. I don't got much else to say about it, but it was a blast seeing that in the theaters. You just don't get to see shit like that often. So like getting to see that and like Terrifier movies like that, I get excited when those are in theaters. Next, I saw Bottoms. I really enjoyed that. I'm hoping with movies like Bottoms and maybe No Hard Feelings, if that's what it's called. Just, we need more comedies coming out more. So I was excited to get some this year, but we need more comedies. I liked Bottoms. I thought that was really fun. I saw It Lives Inside, but I don't remember what this movie is. Well, that's kind of embarrassing. I saw the movie It Lives Inside, but I have no idea what that is. So that's not a good sign for the movie. Yikes. I saw that September 27th, 2023. Ooh, next I saw Saw X. What a surprise Saw X was, Fucking the dude that brought us the Chris Rock Jigsaw movie, not Jigsaw, what was the Chris Rock one called? I don't know. He brought us the Chris Rock Saw movie. I think he also wrote Jigsaw. Like, he wrote a couple of the past shitty ones. And then they make Saw X in between Saw 1 and 2, giving us more John Kramer. And what a surprise. It's a great movie. I'm excited. Now we're getting more Saws. We're getting more John Kramer. I don't really care for Amanda. I'm not the biggest Amanda fan, but whatever. If she has to be around, I'm okay with it. But yeah, Saw X, that was a blast. It's crazy Saw's back, but I'm down for it. I also saw the re-release of Terrifier 2 in theaters. That was really fun. This is also where I got to see the trailer for Terrifier 3 early. If you went to go see Terrifier 2 in theaters for the re-release, they showed you the like special Christmas themed trailer that they made that's not really footage of the movie, but it's just like a little teaser saying it's going to be a Christmas movie for Terrifier 3. I mean, it just kind of is like, oh, is Art the Clown gonna kill a child? I think that's the big question for Terrifier 3, and I kind of think he might kill a child. I saw the Marvels in theaters. I saw the Marvels twice too. I'm like the one person in the world that saw the Marvels twice. I thought the Marvels was good. It wasn't a great movie. It wasn't an amazing movie, but it was a fun movie. I thought the action was really fun. I liked also the bits in the movie that switching their powers back and forth and teleporting. That was cool. Villain sucked. No offense to her, but she sucked. It was just a copycat of Ronan the Accuser, but like a different, I don't know. It was weird. I did like the idea of her like stealing the sun and the water and stuff like that from different planets and kind of using that as a weapon. But it also, I don't know. I feel like it didn't really go anywhere. Post-credit scene, fucking cool. X-Men with Beast, that was fun. I liked that. That was cool. Overall, though, it was just okay. I don't know why people put up such a stink for that movie. Like, of all of the ones that were, like, kind of shitty that we could complain about, I don't know why we picked the Marvels. And then my last two movies I saw of the year, I saw Thanksgiving, the movie, you see the ad for it if you go watch Death Proof and shit like that. It's one of those grindhouse movies they made fake trailers for back in the day. And then Eli Roth got to actually make the movie of it now, which is really cool. That's so fun that he got to do that. And it turned out to be a really, really fun movie as well. I'm excited to see where this goes with more movies. I felt a little Screamish inspired too. It's really, really fun. If you haven't seen the trailer for like the fake one that they made, you should go watch it because it does have some of the scenes from the movie as well in it. But yeah, Thanksgiving was really fun. And then last on my list, the last movie I saw of the year was Wonka. If you haven't seen my review I did on this channel of Wonka, it's really fun. It is a musical. I don't know, some people somehow don't know it's a musical. I know they're not advertising it that much, but like every Willy Wonka movie is a little musical-ish, and fucking just pay attention. See what the movie's about before you go see it. Anyways. But yeah, I really liked it. I think this might be my favorite of the Wonka movies. I don't need a little Charlie Bucket walking around doing shit, even though I did think there was going to be a cameo. Timothy Chalamet is a fun Wonka. There's no way this one is the Wonka from the other movies, because, like, him and Slugworth aren't going to be friends, and just some of the other shit that happens in this, it just doesn't make a lot of sense, but I don't think it has to connect to the other ones. It's not. People keep getting confused, thinking this is a prequel, when it's just an origin story. I think some of the terminology there is getting mixed up with people. But yeah, I really, really liked Wonka. So fun. There were a couple movies on here that didn't make it to my list that I really wanted to see this year, but I just haven't had time. I want to see Godzilla -1. I didn't get to see The Hunger Games. And there was something else I didn't get to see as well that I can't remember. But there's a couple things I wanted to see, so maybe those will be on my list for next year. You have to wait a whole year to see what I think about them. But yeah, that was fun. I've never done one of these videos before of like, this is every movie I saw in theaters this year, but I've seen some people do it, and it kind of seemed fun. So I thought maybe I'll start doing that every year at the end. Give a little video of every movie I actually went to the theaters to see. Maybe actually I want to do some honorable mentions too. Some streaming movies that I saw this year that I really liked. On Netflix, The Killer. I just recently saw that. That's a fucking blast. Michael Fassbender's a hitman, directed by David Fincher. So the score's by Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross, and it's same people that did the Watchmen score. It's just so good. That movie was really fun. I heard a lot of people talking about that, but you know, it's kind of one of those streaming movies where it's like you hear everybody talking about it, and you're like, I'll watch it eventually because it's on streaming. I could watch it anywhere in my house, and then you just never get to it. But I highly recommend that one. That one was really fun. It kind of starts with like a hit going kind of wrong, and then he has to clean up the entire mess through the whole movie. And it gets pretty wild, but just like some of the ways that like you get to see in the Hitman world feels almost like you're in the Hitman video game, which is really cool. My last honorable mention is No One Will Save You on Hulu. It's a horror movie, an alien invasion, psychological thriller, but it's a silent film, or at least a no-speaking film. Like, and kind of just watching the movie, I think maybe like one line is spoken actually, but watching the movie for a bit, like you'll get like 20 minutes in and you're just like watching it like, what is going on in this world? You're so invested, and then you're like, holy shit, no one has said a word in 25 minutes, and it's like just this girl going through, and like the whole town kind of doesn't like her, so like no one's speaking to her. I don't want to spoil things, but it's a fun movie. I really liked that. But yeah, I wanted to mention some that were just streaming. You know, I feel like those kind of get lost in the just to the side, because you watch it and then you're just like, whatever, I can see that again anytime. I don't gotta go to the theater, so who cares? But all right, that's gonna do it for this video. Please like and subscribe. Comment down below maybe some movies you saw this year in theaters, or maybe your reactions to what I saw. But yeah, I'll catch you guys next year for more movies.